if one human ship in this exact battle is able to basically systematically deconstruct the Banished army and destroy all of their leadership currently present except for their main guy.
You're telling me the Covenant at the height of their power, you're telling me they couldn't kill the Banished?
The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they boot up their consoles and discuss this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the library, the show where we talk about Halo lore. I'm Austin.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Connor.
And we're here to talk about Halo Wars 2.
The second one.
So I was like, wait, who are you doing a thumbs up to? I realized that camera.
That camera, yeah. We're not we're not live today. Not yet. Maybe you guys can get it back working by the time that this is a short episode today because first of all, the second battle of Installation 00, third, if you really want to consider it that, Hunters in the Dark shout out. It's short. There's not a whole lot to it. And also I gotta head out. So yeah, I might be back. I might be back in time for the Patreon segment, at least some of it. But for the most part,
maybe.
No. So, you know, we'll see what happens.
Trying to give the people hope.
Well, for the most part, no. You just kind of, nobody's stopping you. Sorry to all the Helldivers on Oshan right now.
They're not
they are not alive to listen.
There hasn't been much. We've seen several Helldivers go in and none of them have come back.
Which, speaking of the Helldivers, make sure that you guys are tuning in on a legal broadcast every Tuesday. It's live on all platforms.
Those guys give good information.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening.
Even though they're a little bit, tyrannical. Yeah, they're treasonous.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of did the math. Oshane's 7 Malevelon Creeks.
that's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
So anyway, before we get things all kicked off today, JumperScape.com if you want to get plugged into our community or find ways to support us, we very much appreciate it. Website will be getting a little bit of an update here this week, so look forward to that as we're going to be giving our Somas Assembly artists a spotlight finally, and along with some other updates coming from the calendar project as well. Stay tuned to our socials. We have a lot of stuff coming up in the next 2 months you guys are going to be very excited to know about. Otherwise, so Connor,
Yeah.
what's your favorite part about Halo Wars 2?
You know, the top-down strategy aspect's really pretty cool. The way they handled the economy in the game, how you have to gather resources and really strategize your resources. You could rush, you could do a resource build. There's so many options to the game.
You know what's funny? This is actually not wrong.
I was expecting him to say something about the brutes.
No.
That's what I was expecting.
No, I mean...
You could just brute force your enemy if you want to.
You can do that. So that being said, Connor, so out of the brute leaders that you have as an option, I mean, we've got Decimus, Atriox, Pavium, and Voridus. Out of those four, which are your favorites?
Decimus is pretty cool.
That you know, that's actually pretty understandable because Decimus has 2 hero units, which is different. Usually there's only one. It's very impressive.
That's why I chose him, of course.
You know, he's like, okay, he's not going to dance, but if I throw another name out the audience, I'm like, damn, he knows ball.
See, Shane,
I do know ball.
Shane's doing a pretty good job of covering up just how much Connor knows about Halo. It's really it's astounding stuff. So we're talking about Halo Wars 2 today. For the primary, also the TV's back. Kind of cool, right? I mean, it's cool. Anyway, we're talking about it today for a rather simple reason, and that is Installation 00. We talked about the battle that took place on the Ark back in Halo 3, and we have a second battle that takes place. There's one that happens in the books, but we're not here to talk about book battles. We're going to be dedicating this entire season just to the battles that happen in the games. There's more than enough battles to cover the entirety of all 25 episodes, so we have no problems here. In Halo Wars 2, though, the entire battle, as opposed to it being the way that it goes in Halo Wars 1, where there's multiple battles spread across a set period of time, in Halo Wars 2, it's based around one single battle, that being the second battle for Installation 00. It's not really called that. It's kind of just a skirmish, but I call it the second battle because of how serious the stakes were. Putting it simply, Atriox pulls up and is like, I want a ring. And so he goes to the Ark to get one. How he found it, I'm not entirely sure. It might be. I'm gonna guess it's actually in a comic, because there is a Rise of Atriox comic that I can't remember the contents of. So it might have that. Yeah, so he pulls up to the Ark though with a rather small complement, honestly. Like, it's a lot of ground forces, sure, but most of the forces are scattered around the galaxy still, so he's mostly fighting alone on the Ark until later when he leaves to go to Zeta Halo, but we'll get to that later. So he goes to the Ark, and his primary goal is to take control of the Ark in order to make a Halo ring, because once he can control the Halo ring, to some degree, he either wants to pull Cortana out of hiding, or he wants to use it to hold the galaxy at knife point, protecting himself. It's many possible reasons.
Yeah, it never makes sense to me that he wants to control the rings. Because, like, if he threatens to fire the rings, like, he would also die, unless he just does not care.
He doesn't.
Okay, well,
that's like the primary thing.
Okay,
he just doesn't want. Like, that's the thing is with him and the Banished, they just don't want anyone else to have power except them.
So if they can't have it, no one can.
Yeah, in Empty Throne, there's a moment where they were talking about how serious it is that the humans had discovered where this like last bastion of some form of Forerunner artifact was. It was like saying something along the lines of, you know, if the humans find this, then they can take out Cortana, basically a weapon that they can take her out and dethrone her. So they're like, oh, we can't allow that to happen because we're just going to trade one tyrannical ruler for another. So they believe the humans to be basically the same as Cortana if they were in a position of power, which we haven't even gotten an opportunity to be the ruling dogs in the galaxy. So
at some point, humanity will get the mantle back.
Maybe.
And again, I'd love to see humanity get the mantle back, and I'd love to see the Halo rings actually get fired in the Halo universe.
You just want to see the franchise end?
I'm about to say it's franchise death.
You gotta add some, like, there's some writing that could change some things.
The only thing that has saved anyone from a Halo ring firing was being inside a Forerunner ship, but that was the ring exploding on the Ark. That wasn't really a real fire.
I guess. Okay, so this is like kind of just not really going off topic, but kind of thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is something that could just definitely probably wouldn't happen. But
that means it will.
I'm gonna have a conversation with someone at Halo Studios if it does happen. But at some point, I think it'd be a nice plot, like plot twist. The rings get fired, and for whatever reason, like Chief is trying to prevent the rings from being fired from Atriox or someone in the Banished. The rings get fired. Everything dies. Screen goes black. You're waiting for like credits or something. Like, oh my god, this is it. Like, Chief died. Everyone is dead. But no, like, you wake up to like his shield's like being drained, like it is like eerily quiet on the ring, and then like he passes out, wakes back up like several hours later. He tries to somehow, some way he goes back to Earth. Humanity is unfazed by the rings. Somehow, some way, they were immune. They become immune to the ring because they were supposed to have the mantle. I know it kind of contradicts like
the fact that it aims for anything sentient.
Yes. And the fact that it's meant to like starve the flood, and if it doesn't take out humanity, like, you can't starve the flood. But I think that would be an interesting plot element that could get added. Like, okay, like, you guys got to see if the rings get fired, everything died, humanity didn't, and that's it.
That would be, yeah, that would be something to write around. I have no idea how that would even.
No, it's just something that I'm like, that could be interesting. They wanted to have like the rings fired, but you want to keep the story progressing somehow, some way.
I feel like the only way we would ever see him get fired would be like a Master Chief's dream. If we get to see into one of those.
There's a lot of people that want the next Halo game to open with Chief just waking up in his cryopod again from Halo 4.
Yeah,
and just
retcons 4.
That would annoy me so much.
No, don't do that. No, you can't backtrack that hard. You can't do that. You're backtracking on literally 12 years of Halo.
Well, you cannot do that.
Yes.
It like doesn't matter how much I dislike Halo 5. Like, it's already gotten pretty much brushed to the side in terms of like the story, and I'm content with that. But like, you can't completely retcon Halo Halo 4, 5, and Infinite. You cannot and should not do that.
No.
Too much happened, and that Chief had like some of his best character development from Halo 4 to Halo 5. Like, you can't do that.
No. So, if we're gonna retcon, at least just rewind us back before Halo 5. I'll take that. But
say no Halo 5 and no Halo Infinite. I would be upset if they retcon Halo Infinite already, because Halo Infinite was already supposed to be retconning the last Halo game. Now they're going to retcon the retcon. Then it's going to start getting very, very tedious.
There's a very strong rumor that we're going to be resetting, which I'm not excited about. But
maybe we should just fire the rings.
There's got to be that one guy in the room that's just like every time it's like. I mean,
all right, how can we make the next Halo game great? And he's just like, he has a shirt, just a plain white t-shirt that just says fire the rings. And he's like, I don't know.
That's the only guy where they keep saying no to in the boardroom. He's just at the end of the table.
Just with his fire the ring shirt. He's just like,
But firing the ring, speaking of, we get back to the Ark, and the Spirit of Fire got pulled into slipspace somehow, despite them not having a slipspace drive. We still don't know what happened there. And they ended up right on top of the Ark. Again, don't know how they did that.
Halo 3 writing in full effect.
Halo 3, it's weird. There's some weird stuff that happens. The portal to the Ark closed out of nowhere. Cortana didn't do that. It just closed. So it's way outside of our galaxy. UNSC reinforcements are not getting there anytime soon. The only reinforcements that the Spirit of Fire is going to get is from the ferrets later, but that's another story for another time. And the Spirit of Fire is now stuck above this Ark, and they have to catch up on Halo 3's plot, which is, not too difficult. It's not too complicated of a story, but they have to sit there and read all of Halopedia in order to make sure they know what's going on. And then they finally end up starting some scouting parties once they get to the Ark, and they find out there is a UNSC presence. More importantly, it's been basically almost 30 years, and it's more than likely that the war is over.
What's the size of the Covenant force here? Size of the Covenant? What?
I love that. It's like, why would
there be?
You need listen.
you need to get the hell out of here.
So Spartans do indeed pull up. Spartans, Jerome, Douglas, and Alice all show up at a UNSC research outpost as the Spirit of Fire continues their scouting runs, and they find Isabel, an AI that was designed for the research outpost, who immediately informs them that they're screwed. And the Spartans are like, we're Spartan 2s. This AI, we've been gone a little bit long. I get it. They don't remember us. That's fine. That's okay. Out comes Atriox. Atriox introduces himself officially,
demons,
and he bodies all three of these Spartans like pretty easily. They get some licks in. They stab him a few times. They shoot him a ton. Atriox doesn't even flinch. He, with the squeeze of his hand, crushes Douglas's shoulder
in the armor.
Yes, which it's kind of unknown if it was. I think it was either a dislocation or a break. I'm pretty sure it was a dislocation because it's really hard to break those bones. Even more difficult to reseat them since they're coated in titanium.
It was even more impressive when he grabbed the helmet.
Oh, it's crushed into the
yeah, and he was like, just as I suspected, nothing but a man. And I'm like, that is a Spartan helmet. And
you want to know something really cool, by the way? Sort of like a fun little justification fact.
What?
The guy who voices Atriox is the same guy who voices the brutes in Halo 3.
Cool guy.
Same dude.
Not in Halo Infinite, though.
Not in Halo Infinite.
No, different
dude.
Yeah,
because they couldn't handle just how gravelly his voice is in Halo Wars 2, which I am upset about because his voice was so remarkably unique. I didn't even care about how gross he sounded.
No, and yeah. I mean, honestly, for what it's worth, in Halo Infinite, it didn't sound bad, but it didn't sound like the Atriox that we knew. He got it as close as he possibly could have.
Yeah. So the UNSC is immediately like, okay, Isabel, what the hell?
What is this?
And Isabel's like, okay, listen, here's the Rise of Atriox comic. I need you to read this real quick and you'll get it all up front. Basically Atriox is here because he had over and over and over again been sent out to the front line, 40 brutes at a time, to die on the front line, break the front line, and then come back. But he was the only one that came back over and over and over and over again. Finally, on Algolis, during the storyline of what was it? It was the which one was that? Prototype. The Prototype, where we find out why that guy's called Ghost. There are 3 different reasons. Atriox finally decides to defy the Covenant and with his brutes kill everyone. So he forms the Banished, and the Banished start going around and assaulting all these Covenant camps and taking all their technology and retrofitting them and adding their own plating and all that. And he becomes one of the first brutes to ever wear like real power armor. So he's scary. He's real scary.
Scary enough that the Covenant had 2 enemies
in those days.
They never came close to Atriox. They almost got humanity. They never came close to Atriox.
And
at the height of their power,
a
too.
quick addressing of that. BS. They just didn't care about Atriox enough. Because if one human ship in this exact battle is able to basically systematically deconstruct the Banished army and destroy all of their leadership currently present except for their main guy.
You're telling me the Covenant at the height of their power, no inner fighting, all like morale at an all-time high, their fleet is at its peak. You're telling me they couldn't kill the Banished?
I'm just saying they just didn't. They did not want to. That's all that it is. They just didn't want to.
Well, part of me feels like that could also have caused a little bit more problems with inner fighting if they, intertwined. Eventually, the Sangheli eventually got smart. If they ran into the Banished, it would have became a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're talking about that thing?
Yeah, I cannot get stung by that. No, I'm serious. I will have to go.
It's not a real bee.
What?
Don't you know about the fake bee species?
No.
Yeah, there's a type of bug that looks like a bee, but it's not a bee.
That is a bee.
It's not a bee.
That's a wasp.
I don't think that's definitely not a wasp.
No, I'm pretty sure it's one of those fake bees. They're there. Anyway, so the Ark ends up becoming a battleground, of course, and the Spirit of Fire is taking on the Banished at every turn. And the Banished are putting up a pretty all right fight. The problem is that the Spirit of Fire, they're just not ready for them or something. Honestly, a lot of what happens in the battle is mostly just Atriox and the Shipmaster making bad strategic decisions because he has his own Shipmaster. And they're fighting, and they just keep on making repeated mistakes of miscalculating what Captain Cutter is intending to do, which, granted, Captain Cutter is an excellent leader, and there's a reason why he won this battle. But through this first battle on Installation 00, that's technically still ongoing until we know what happened at the end of it. The Spirit of Fire is taking over the Ark's teleportation system, which originally the Banished had taken control of. They take control of the Sentinel Forges, which again originally belonged to the Banished. They even took control of a Halo ring that the Banished were there to work with. And it's going to take a long time for the Ark to have another one ready, so they're just kind of stuck there. So by the time Atriox left, we had a ship that got decapitated by basically kamikaze Sentinels. And we had a bunch of ground forces that got just shoved into atmosphere by Anders, who just used the Ark's forge control and just threw part of the ring into atmosphere.
Base.
Basically, the lack of understanding of the Ark might have been the thing that undid Atriox and his forces. But Atriox in general, it just seems to be in the place of where he is usually a very competent and scary leader. This is the one battle in which he appears to be extremely incompetent, actually. And I'm not entirely sure how else to put that.
Well, I mean, I feel like part of that is attributed to them not really having the general idea that he would become so relevant to the mainline Halo games. So they're like, oh, he doesn't need to be like insane. Like, I don't know if I mean, at the time of Halo Wars 2, I really doubt that they were thinking that he would become, the main focus of the mainline Halo game after Halo 5.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah, there is that potentiality.
So I feel like that is probably where it went. And now they decided, like when Halo Infinite started getting advertised, like, okay, now they have to start really building up the Banished and Atriox a little bit.
Yeah.
And they didn't really do a good job at building Atriox up in like the trailers. I don't really think there was anything of Atriox. It was just the Banished.
Yeah. And
I don't think so. I don't think we saw Atriox until like, I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, that opening cutscene of Halo Infinite, you're like, we know they're fighting the Banished, but where's Atriox? And then like you see him literally just take the Chief's lunch money in the opening cutscene. So you're just like, okay, so he is here. Got it.
Yeah, in the books, he's very scary. In the comics, he's horrifying. In the games, he's kind of just there. And then in Halo Wars 2, he has a couple really cool scenes, which, note, the Banished kind of undo themselves repeatedly in this battle, which is probably partially why they keep losing. such as Voridus and Pavium. Two of Atriox's, I'm pretty sure they're part of the Chosen. I don't remember entirely if they are. They have high ranking regardless. These two pack brothers, they are instructed to secure High Charity. And they're not to go inside until Atriox orders it, because there's technology in there that they could use, but Atriox is fully aware of what could be resting inside of High Charity. That being a wicked cool soundtrack from Marty O'Donnell that goes dun 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 dun. Unfortunately, Voridus, being kind of headstrong,
Sounds like a brute.
and against his pack brother Pavium's wishes, is like, yeah, open it. And so they use a sentinel cutter basically
Stupid
to
gorillas.
cut through the shield that was forged by why am I not remembering 000 something Tragic Solitude 000 Tragic Solitude. He built that shield to keep the flood in and to starve them, but they carved this thing open, brutes go in, flood comes out. And so Pavium and Voridus now have to fight the flood, and they go through this whole thing. Atriox orders them to take out the giant grave mine that started before, just like a key mine by this point, so it's a little smaller. They manage to control the flood, and Atriox has one really cool scene where he catches a flood infection form out of the air and crushes it. But yeah, he's still angry. So these mishaps, the many mistakes that were made on the Ark, is more than likely why the UNSC Spirit of Fire came out on top, especially since, an important note, the Spirit of Fire is very capable, especially in regards to being able to just make deployable bases on the ground. That is not just something for gameplay. It could just do that because it's a colony ship. It's not a warship. It's not made to be a warship. Its armaments are actually really, really light. It's got a Mac gun, true, but it is still... It's still a colony ship that was retrofitted into a warship. So it's meant for long trips. It's meant to colonize planets. It is not meant for warfare. So the sheer fact that that ship is currently dominating against the Banished on the Ark, where right now we at least know that Captain Vaughn and his ODSTs and we have Captain Cutter, and there's one other, I keep forgetting her name because I never play her as a hero unit or leader unit, whatever she is. We have a lot of different leaders on the Spirit of Fire, and they're still fighting to this day. They're still fighting on the Ark, as far as we're aware. As recently as the Waypoint Chronicles, anyway, have told us, they've been just kind of figuring out what other Sentinels are being created and what else the Banished could be trying to do with the Ark. But it seems for now that the Banished are uninterested in the Ark and hence want to sort of move on. And so they do move on to Zeta Halo, now just keeping Spirit of Fire there. Busy, basically, and who knows how long they'll be battling there until we eventually get maybe either Halo Wars 3 or we get them in a mainline game finally. Who knows? Regardless, I need to wrap it up early, so thank you guys so much for listening today. I very much appreciate it. If you guys want to join us on our Discord, you can go to JumperScape.com. You can also find ways to support us there. I very much appreciate it. Stick around for the Patreon segment because there's the Q&A, the quiz, and all the other stuff that's coming up. You don't want to miss all of that. Thank you guys so much for your support on the calendar. Thank you guys so much for the support on the charity stream over this weekend. And stay tuned on the website and the Discord for future updates on other events that are coming up. And also, stay tuned for next week. We'll probably be covering one of the battles from Halo Wars, just to, like, the first one, just to kind of bounce it off of Halo Wars 2. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week or in a little bit for the Patreon segment.
Here's another fun factoid. Okay, so felt is a thing, right? And so the reason why wool felts is because structurally there's like all these little hooks or barbs that like stick together sort of like Velcro, and like they just get caught when you like rub wool or like agitate it a lot. So that's why you're not supposed to like wash wool and like put it in the dryer, and like that's why it shrinks and stuff, and felts because those little barbs catch on each other and ruin your sweater that your grandma made you. The reason why this doesn't happen to the sheep, like when the wool is on it, is because of this like oily substance called lanolin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Patreon segment. We are down Austin, so me and Connor are going to hold down the fort today.
We're holding it down.
We're holding it down the best we can. Me and Connor don't feel good. Austin has an important meeting, so we're going to do our best here for you guys. How does he normally do this? Oh, I guess I'll plug our website. Please go check out JumperScape.com. You can join our Discord, check out some merch when it comes back. I believe it's still down on the website. You can get connected with a really great community through our Discord, and you can see what we may be working on coming up.
Oh, shoot. Do you remember the phone number where people could message us?
No.
We have a message.
Yeah.
Like, we have a voice message that we were just sitting on.
I forget what the number is for the voicemail. Usually that's Austin's go-to, but
He's got that memorized.
You guys might have it memorized as well. You've been listening for so long, so by all means, leave us a voicemail, shoot us a text, something, anything. The calls and everything else will be vetted, and then we'll read your question live on air. You just have to tell us who it is for and keep it appropriate.
If you are really looking hard for the number, if you really want to do it, just go back an episode.
Or I think the number's probably on the website as well.
It's probably on the website. I know you can hear the number at the end of every Slush episode. Check my show out.
Connor, check my show out. All right, I guess I will. You really don't want to do the Patreon? I've already done them before. You don't want to?
Any other day I would have, but not today.
All right, well, I will get us started with the Patreon list. All right, so it's Default 456, Jacob Adlam, Scion Esports. Anyone have any ibuprofen? I got a headache. Cat. Connor also needs ibuprofen. Hounds of Meath.
Well, that is way too accurate today.
Hounds of Meath. Noah Willette. Apologize if I messed that up. Sort 3 Short Sword Sheaths. Why? Okay. The Bankrupt. Dick Hammers Bruise. The library. Every time Sally Neon, the True Hand, is mentioned, everyone has to take a shot. I'll keep that in mind for future reference. Can't use real username because I subbed to Smite. Cool Blaze, H Ghost, Jerome with a chair, Spartan Habaku, G156, Connor Clark, Dylan, Halo Shitpost is the shit, James Proud, Sing Healy father-in-law, Jess, John Dowsett, Lactating Gator, Lactating Milk MT, The Lactation of Mercy, Thomas Lane, Tristan H, Skiu Cairo, I think I got that right. Connor's love for books isn't real, it can't hurt you. Durandal, Jakes O'Malley, Lone Blaziken, my name is Austin, and Halo 5 has the best campaign. Ha, he's not here. Get destroyed, nerd. No funny name this week. Well, that's funny. Oopsie Daisy 023, Patreon, but you sing it like the Pokemon rap. I don't know what you mean. Random Swede, Shade Communications, Slap Nuts. Tails Williams, the strong silent type, the big moose, unknown hero, zealot of lactation, Aussie ODST, brain rot, chaplain strife, Connor, how's the sticker treating you? How's it treating you?
It's been treating me great. I like it.
Today he definitely needed it.
I needed it today.
Yeah, because Connor cannot yell. Damian Groth, drunk Silvari, endurance of the stoic Ethan. Bear with me. Next page. Bear with me. Austin's laptop is being horribly slow today. Okay. Okay. Ethan, Ginger Boy, Head Ass, Girl That Sam, Hammy Bush always chooses C. Huragok, awesome. I'm huffing the ongoing methane tanks. Marry Me, Naomi 010. Master Chief is just 3 raccoons in Mjolnir armor. Pity 104. The grass is a little greener here. It's an Obake. I'm going to assume that's a Phasmophobia reference.
It's an Obake.
Vermin, Apple, I don't want a lot for Christmas. Apple Juice 01, Boomerang, Claude Spark, Connor Martins, Dangle Muskrat, Dragonfire, Fish Dew, I Kissed a Kid Yarn, I Liked It, Infinity Class Milk Carrier Lactation Sensation, Iskari, Kiri, Mad Jeremy, Nira Nomad, Pasta Rocket Mechanic, Prev First Class, Dustin Echoes, Puzzle, Artas Vadoom Discounted Dental Care, Can You Hook Me Up? Ryan Hansen, Shenugans the Redacted, Sir, O'Brien's Eepy, Go Take a Nap. Spartan Alex, That's My Baby, T-Pass Party 79, Wilma, Would You Like Yodeling Pickles? No, we would not. And then last but never least.
Never least.
Wow.
Never least.
All right. Well, I guess we gotta. You're in the Discord, right?
Yeah. totally
Did
not.
he send? Is there anyone in there that would like to join the quiz for today?
So who's even all this? Okay, we got. Oh wait, no, I'm in the. I'm looking at this.
Come on, Connor, lock in.
You lock in.
I'm already locked in. I got the quiz pulled up. I need you to pull someone in.
All right, let's see them hands.
Yep, pull some as soon as someone is willing to. We have a quiz today. It's going to be Halo Wars related. If you guys don't like the questions, I apologize. I just work here. Austin sent me this and like, hey, this is it.
What do we do if no one raises their hands?
Then we just simply won't do it. I guess no one raised their hands, but we can move on. If no one wants to do the quiz, totally fine. We can just move on and we can do the.
So do you see the feed over there, just in case?
No, I have the Discord pulled up, but I don't have the feed. So you should be able to see.
Oh yeah, no one's raising their hand.
That's okay. Not a
Because
big
Keith is typing.
No, that's fine. We can
Going once.
No, how many credits are we at now? Like an obscene
I
amount?
think we're at 2,000.
Roughly 2,000. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't know what to spend that on either.
I don't think he ever plans on upping it from 2,000. Going twice. Going thrice.
Sold.
Quads.
Okay, Connor, we can just move on to we can do the
Pentas.
stop. We can do the Q&A.
Hexas.
Connor, stop it.
I forget what 7 is.
Can you pull up the Q&A and we can decide? Well, I'm at least going to have you read that. You can at least read the questions. There, Connor, pick a number. 1 through 10, pick a number.
Let's do 10. We haven't done a solid 10 yet.
Okay, go ahead and get them pulled up then.
All right. Buha, you missed your chance to come on up here for the quiz.
Yep, we're just gonna move it. He was on here last week. I guess there was no rule that he can't do it twice in a row, but
He's the only one who could raise his hand.
Oh. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pull up the Q&As.
I'm not good at pulling it up fast.
You don't gotta be quick.
Support the team general. Is it under the general tab?
I think so. Can you guys tell we're new at doing this ourselves? You get it?
Oh, library Q&A. Yep.
Okay. Just make sure you don't read off the ones he already marked. So if we want to do 10, we'll do 10.
So I don't know how far up I have to go.
He has the ones that we already read marked.
Okay.
So I mean, if they're, I'm sure like you see the marks, right? Arnhem.
Yep. There we go.
I'm gonna say get to some we haven't done yet, and then read who it's from, and then we will answer.
All right. Oh, I'm reading these.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
I read the picture on it. You're at least gonna read that.
All right. From ODST Fox. Something that is, I don't even know if this is a question, so I'm just going to read it. Something that's always confused me was the gen or mark of Mjolnir armor is why is that a mark of Mjolnir is different?
I was gonna say, are you struggling over there or what?
He misspelled something. Then a gen, also the armor that is on multiple gens. Are they the same as that? That's an Austin question.
Yeah, more or less. Just move to the next one. Move to the next one.
Wait, that's an answer. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I see what the marks are. I may have scrolled up too far.
Brother, just pick a question and read it, please.
What is one secret ingredient that you add to any of your dishes that sounds bizarre or to add but makes the dish a lot better, coming from Slapnuts?
That's a good question. When I do a lot of like Italian or I do fish, I use a good bit of lemon. Lemon is usually really good. You can't overpower it. You don't want to have it too sour, but yeah, lemon. I use lemon often.
I took this from James Worcestershire sauce on my burgers.
Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know what Austin's would be. Probably something about like a potato or something. Because he's Irish.
Maybe.
All right. Next.
I have to. No, that's not a question. For me, when I make it up, no. Hey, so I was just.
You got to talk a little louder.
I don't know if these are questions or statements.
Then read the questions.
No. Have
What are you reading? Connor, read.
Buha is asking what are our thoughts on destroying the towers in game?
It's good. That needs to happen for Liberty. But the guys over at the illegal broadcast, they wouldn't be too happy about that.
No, that's the end of an episode right there.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. All right. We'll count that one as 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Shane, drunk drive, high charity. The
we've
the arc,
been there, done
Death
that.
Star. P.S. I intentionally didn't put respect on the Covenant's holies. High charity, the arc, or the Death Star?
Like to own or to drunk drive? is it just
to drink and drive, and which one?
high charity, Death Star, and what was it?
The arc.
The Ark? Oh God. The Ark. The Ark is massive. I'd be hard pressed to believe that we could not control that, how we would control that. But sure, I'll go with the Ark.
I'm gonna stick with high charity, just because.
Okay.
That's what it's always been.
Okay.
I'm not gonna change up on my day one.
That's question number 3 down. Are you marking these when we're done? Okay.
Yep.
Just make sure they're marked. All right, next.
If y'all have used the Halo cookbook, what's your favorite recipe? I've not used it.
I have not used a cookbook. I have a Gordon Ramsay cookbook in my house because my stepdad likes to cook a lot, and that was his career for a while. But I haven't really used it. If anything, I'll just go on TikTok and look up how to do that. All right, 4. Let's get to 5.
All right. There's 2 teams to look at here. Who do you think's winning?
Let me see. Team Crisis or Team Invasion?
Yeah, and on Team Crisis we have Darkest Night, which is probably the darkest version of Batman. Superboy Prime, that's what it says.
Okay.
PR Empty Hand, Anti-Monitor or Dark Side. That's Team Crisis, or Team Invasion would be God Doom. Ho2 Thanos, PR Beyonder, Null, or Chaos King.
Let me look at the list again.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go off of the characters that I know of.
I barely know any of those characters.
Superboy Prime is very funny. But there is Ho2 Thanos, so I'm gonna give it to them because they have a Thanos on their team.
One side had a Beyonder. I don't know.
Just pick one.
I don't know. One side's got Batman.
So
And from what I know, Batman can beat Superman. So if he can do that, he has all the other guys.
So you're just picking that then? That's your answer? Batman's team?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next question. Halfway there. More than halfway there. This will be number 6.
All right. This is from... Oh, that question was from the Monday Melee.
Yep, I was going to say, get the name.
Mabel Steve. This is first question in here. Okay, first question on here. Love you guys, by the way. I'm listening to episode 110.
Almost caught up.
Yep. And it's said that it's the canon that Chief swept the Banished. Oh, it's canon that Chief took out the force, all the forces in 3 hours. The Banished forces, and said speedrunners are able to do it in 3 hours. So does that mean it's canon that Chief could grapple slide across the ring and spear shot Amon Cruz to fling himself across the map?
According, apparently that is true.
He can do it. If you can do it in game.
If it can be done in game, then that's technically what happened. They take from my understanding, what Austin has informed me of in terms of like what happens and how quick it happens on Zeta Halo, how quickly that happens. Like whoever the fastest person was to get the entire campaign done, that's the canon time. He cleared that part of the ring in less than 5 hours. To my knowledge, that is true. That I think Austin has a little bit more details on that.
We
looked
up the time that speedrunners did it in.
Yeah,
it
sure
I
did.
think it was like, like an hour, half hour?
Something
like
stupid. All right, next.
Could you imagine being the Marine that sees Chief take off doing the sniper sword trick?
Well, that's in Halo. That's in Halo 2. That's not in Halo Infinite. But
If it's canon though,
it is canon. A Marine is just camping out, hiding in a cave on Zeta Halo. He looks to the sky. You just see the moon, and you just see Chief's silhouette just zip across the moon. All right, let's go. Number 7.
All right. This is from Zebulon Waffle. Baba Chops. What would y'all do if you saw a flood-infected Godzilla? Wait.
What?
Wait, what would you... Wait, is this really what would you do if I saw a flood-infected Godzilla or a flood-infected King Kong? Well, I'm losing is what I'm doing.
What do you want us to do? Intervene? What would you like us to do? Don't worry, I won't let that. What do you think we're gonna do? That has the same energy of some of the randoms I see on TikTok. Like when I see like something about like a meteor heading towards Earth or something like that, and the top comment is like, "Y'all act like I would let this happen," with like the dead rose emoji. That's the same energy. I'm hiding. I'm gonna let the military do what they can.
It's like asking the zookeeper to stop a fight between two gorillas.
Where's the zookeeper? I've seen that video. What do you want the zookeeper to do? In this case, we are the zookeeper. There's nothing. We hide and pray. That is what we do. Next. You look concerned.
No, it's from Flyboy. I'm just reading in my head to see if it is a question.
Okay. So I will not. We won't do like really like anything related to books, because me and Connor obviously we're ignorant to books. Okay. Connor I think has found something interesting. Go ahead.
I was reading down while you were talking, but this one's from Flyboy.
Yep.
What kind of flood combat form would each of you most want to savagely be transformed into?
Pfeiffer, that's a morbid question.
Give me the rocket one.
The one that the spanker, the one with the spanker from Combat Evolved, the spanker combat form. That's horrifying.
Just turn the corner and death.
I would want to, as creepy as it sounds, I would be one of the ones that crawl on the wall and they'll shoot the spikes at you. They're creepy and I don't like spiders, but that's intimidating. So I would take that one. All right, 2 more. Ow. This TV has so much static to it. It's insane.
This
Is it bad? What is it? I'm so scared.
I'm like, yeah, you know what? We're doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it how they typed it. How wins in a fight? It's a typo. How wins in a fight? Lore accurate Obama or the Grave Mind?
More accurate Obama?
Yes. Or the Grave Mind.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Grave Mind.
I'm going with Grave Mind too. Lore accurate Obama put us in the 2008 crisis. Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, either.
Enough said.
I'm taking the Grave Mind.
And that was from ODST Fox.
All right, last one. Make it a banger.
This one's from Mr. Horse Heresy.
Okay.
It's a 40K reference. Who wins in a fight? Lore accurate James or Waffle House employees?
Lore accurate James.
Okay. Why not? I'll give James. I'll give it to James.
Hold on. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the phone. Hold on.
Let's see how he feels about it.
Let's see. He might be working, but I will see. It's so funny. Every time I want to call him or text him, I keep typing in James, and his name is Lamp in my phone. There's a freaking hilarious inside joke to that. If you guys want to know why his name is Lamp in my phone, you can at me on the Discord, and I will tell you. All right, let's see if we can get a hold of James.
A bunch of these, a bunch of these questions are lore accurate, so and so versus something big.
Me and Ashton are driving. What's happening?
Hi. So me and Connor are hosting the Patreon segment right now. And we have a question for you. You're live on air.
For me,
Yes, we it's the last. We're on question 10 of the Q&A. Austin's in a meeting, so me and Connor have just been duking it out on the Patreon. But this last one involved you. It's a who would win. Did it say how many? Hold on, James. Did it say how many or no? Did it just say in general?
Who wins in a fight? Lore accurate James or Waffle House employees?
So I don't know if you heard that or not. Who
more accurate, James, or
Waffle House employees? Yes. Who do you think would win? Me and Connor both said lore accurate James.
well, thank you. So
This is Waffle
more
House though.
accurate. That's the crux of the question.
Exactly.
Does more accurate mean literally me, or does more accurate mean the listener's vision of me?
Well, it's I guess how they remember you because you haven't been on in a while. So, I guess we'll use the audience's vision of you. Either way, I just wanted to see what your answer would be.
Oh no, me.
Okay, so lore accurate you would win against an undisclosed amount of Waffle House employees.
You heard it here first,
You
folks.
said lore accurate James, and I'm thinking of Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars poster with his shirt like ripped.
That's me.
More accurate, James. That's me. That's me.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Do you guys want to say hi before I hang up?
Hi, everybody. Hello.
I don't know how well that got picked up, but we'll see. We'll see when this page.
Works of magic.
Yeah, he'll figure something out. I just kind of have my phone pressed right against my mic. So okay. Well, I will see you guys. Have a good one. All right. Well, that was question number 10. So I think we covered our bases there. So again, we still have, reminder for next week, join us for the library and join us for the Patreon segment so you can have a chance to win. I almost said super credits. I've been playing too much Helldivers. Halo Infinite credits from the store. We'll kind of keep the questions. I will keep the same ones for next week. It'll be the same quiz. I haven't disclosed anything yet. So again, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week.
The library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.